Hello, my YouTube and Facebook family. How you doing today? I know this is Monday and I was supposed to come on Sunday, but I was tired on Sunday, so I decided here I am on Monday. Anyway, today we're going to just talk about events that's happening now, past events that I reported on, and just things that's happening right now. By the way, I want to show you my t-shirt. This is Proud MOBB, Mother of Black Boys. It's a group that is on Facebook. Is that on Facebook? Yeah, it's a Facebook group that mothers, self-explanatory, of black boys. Anyway, it's a fun group. If you're a mother out there and have black boys, maybe you want to look it up and join. Things we talk about is just parenthood things. Maybe one day I'll have the administrator on so she could tell you about her group herself, but I just want to sport my t-shirt. So proud. Even though I have black men that's here, but anyway, regardless, it's a fun group. But I want to talk about, we did the Nick Cannon interview. I hope you listened to that. Okay, I have an update on it. Since then, well, we all know Nick got fired. And after Viacom wanted an apology from him, and he did apologize, the black community kind of downed him. Most of the black community, not everybody, but they downed him for apologizing. And after he apologized, Viacom still didn't give him back the job. So if you listen to the end of that video, because that video got cut off, but if you listen to the end, I said, I think it was an excuse anyway to fire Nick, because he's been talking about a lot of issues, and we all know I don't care about the Jews or the Illuminati or who got power, who came first. All I care is about Black Lives Matter and, to me, reparations for the past. But in any case, I think they made that interview a topic just to get rid of Nick, because they didn't think he would apologize, but he did apologize. In fact, not only did he apologize, he met with the rabbi 2 more times to talk about the Jews and the past and why they was insulted, and the Rothschilds, was they controlling everything, and why is it an insult that really, I found that interesting myself, because I don't know why it's so important, or why it's an insult if the Rothschilds was controlling everything. I mean, like I said, we know people with money controls everything. And who are the people with money? The rich white people, whether they Jews or, like we say, Jews is a religion, whether they Jews, Protestants, or whoever. I don't care. They still controlling everything. So you see, even with Viacom, they got rid of Nick. And so the people, Nick made, like I said, he met with the rabbi 2 times, and I guess just to get an understanding. Some people say that was still butt licking. I don't know if it was butt licking. Maybe he just want to understand, what's the problem? Like, why was Jews insulted? Because, like I say, I don't think he was voicing his opinion. He was mostly talking about what Dr. Griff said. But even so, I mean, I don't get it either. But then, like I said, I'm not a Jew, so I guess I could say that. But anyway, people are saying, I mean, he put out this rap song about Black Lives Matter and about, Louis Farrakhan. I mean, that's some of the words that's mentioned. I can't rap, or otherwise I would rap it for you. But he put out this rap song, and people like down in the rap song, like, oh, it's too late. Don't come back here now. Don't come back. Just because they wouldn't take you, now here you want to skip over here. Kind of like what I think Vanessa Williams did when she got busted a long time ago and then came back to the black community. I don't know. I think Nick is getting an unfair shake. I mean, I don't think he, when I think about it, I think if he didn't mean to insult them, he should apologize. If he, but if if he felt that that was the truth, I don't think he should have apologized, because as we see, people gonna do what they want to do anyway, and they want to fire him, so he's out anyway. So what difference did it make that he apologized or not? You know, he might as well just say kiss my butt and keep on going. I mean, he got money. He should got money. I mean, okay. Anyway, let's get to the next subject about my mental illness. I had talked about Kanye and whether he was really mentally ill, or was this a marketing ploy for him. Well, since then, I think it was last night or over the weekend, he checked himself into the hospital. And he checked himself in the hospital for anxiety, but he didn't stay. I guess he got excited or something. Anyway, the reports read that he checked himself into the hospital, but there was lots of people inside. Of course, you know, it's Kanye. People gonna come to the hospital because it's Kanye. So when people got inside, he invited the paparazzi in, I guess, to take pictures or whatever. And then all of a sudden, he arranged for the ambulance to take him back to the ranch. You know, he's in Wyoming and Kim is in LA. Now, what's strange about this, it was like, why are you going to invite the paparazzi in and take a bunch of pictures at the hospital and then leave? I mean, I don't know. That's kind of off the wall. But then when you bipolar, you do things off the wall. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell about him. But what I do know, I find it strange that he done had Dave Chappelle visit him, Damon Dash visit him. I heard people been coming left and right visit him. Even people that's not famous been coming to visit him. Okay, so if they could visit him, why can't his wife leave their 4 kids with Kris Jenner and go visit her husband and see what exactly happening? How you gonna help somebody from afar on the telephone? Talking about we dealing with this. How you dealing with this and you in California and he in Wyoming? Something just ain't straight, you know, it's just strange. You supposed to be the wife and you dealing with it, but you ain't nowhere to be found. I mean, if that was my husband and I really cared, I would try to have him committed. I mean, you could do that. All you have to do is file an application, get a psychiatrist to check out that he's unstable, and get him committed. That's all you have to do. They have money. I'm quite sure she could fly a psychiatrist out there to the farm and or the ranch. When you rich, it's the ranch. Okay, so fly them out there to the ranch, and then let him see Kanye act a little crazy, and then file the papers, take it to court, have him committed. That's as easy as that. So I don't know what's going on, because those Kardashians lie and they do things for money too. So you just don't know. It's just a crazy situation. But that's the latest on Kanye. But anyway, while we're talking about mental illness, if you didn't see it and you're having problems, because I know we may be having problems in this pandemic, there's the National Suicide Line. Or if you just want to talk to somebody, do what you need to do to get your head straight. Okay. And Tamar Braxton, we talked about that too. Now, I heard Tamar is back out walking around and everything. She haven't made a statement yet, but like I voiced the opinion before on her case, I think it's really, if what they say is true, about she did all of this because her contract with the network wasn't getting paid like the Kardashians, and she thought she should have got a lot more. I got a couple things to say about that. Two things to say about that. First of all, I still think it's selfish for her to, I mean, you got a child that you raising and you want to kill yourself over a TV contract. I mean, where are your priorities here? Even your boyfriend, I mean, he's talking about, oh, they did Tamar bad, and he sounded like a real, I mean, he's supposed to be I shouldn't say this. I'm not going to say that. But he is an African guy, you would think, you want somebody to hold you up. And he's sitting up there on the phone with the 911 crying about they did her bad, they did her, never once saying about, she about to die and hurry up and come and all of that stuff. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with these people. But you know, she's talking about killing herself for that. And it's just so much out here that to live for. And another thing I want to say, there's a lot of people suing now, and I guess because the pandemic and they want to be worth something. Now, I'm going to say this because I'm not Monique's biggest fan. But when Monique was saying she wanted everybody to boycott Netflix because, she felt she wasn't getting paid what she had named a couple of people, white comedians that wasn't paying her, as well as Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, which to me, I mean, she can't compete with Dave Chappelle, definitely. But, some of the white comedians that she was naming, I think she probably could compete with them. I don't know. But anyway, when she wanted people to have her back, everybody was like, oh, Monique is crazy. Why is she even fussing about how much she getting paid? Just go to another network. Who cares? Who cares? Okay, well, now you see, and by the way, Monique has won a judgment to take them to court for her damages for not paying her. So that's something too. But that don't mean she'll win. But because I think you have the right to offer somebody what you want to offer them. She didn't do no work for them. So if, I don't see where the damages is at, but hey, you could sue anybody. So, so be it. But what I'm trying to get to, all these people out here, it's just like the Colin Kaepernick thing. All these people out here, when one person stand up against the system, nobody has their back because the good times are rolling. Before COVID, everybody was getting their movies, everybody was taping their shows, everybody was making money. So we making money now. We don't care what you going through. Me getting Netflix, I may get my own show on Netflix. I ain't putting my name out there. Okay, but now, since everybody has really plopped down and not making any money, now they want to demand their money because they know, okay, I've been working for a couple of thousand here, where now and living the lifestyle like I'm balling. In fact, did you know that Tamar and her boyfriend has a suite rented out at it's at a hotel. I gotta look that up. I looked that up before, but I forgot the name of the hotel. But their suite is $25,000 a month. A month. You heard that right. And her son, and her boyfriend is living in it. Now, her boyfriend's supposed to have some kind of money too. I don't know exactly. They could have puffed that up just for the show, so to look like Tamar ain't going with a broke man. I don't know. I know Vince got some money. I don't know how much he giving Tamar, but the thing is, in this kind of situation where everybody's money that hit rock bottom, and everybody's livelihood that hit rock bottom, and you still trying to carry those bills, $25,000 a month. I mean, now you're crying about you needed more money. Well, yeah, you did need some more money, but now who's sticking up for you? Just, that's just something to talk about. Okay. Now let's go to, I had put some other things I wanted to talk about that's in the news today. Well, we know Donald Trump's secretary advisor now has been found out that he have COVID. Everybody around Donald Trump have COVID, but they're not saying anything about him. I believe that if he did have it, they wouldn't tell us anyway, but that goes to show you. And we all know that the CDC, after months and months of saying that they don't want kids in school because not only kids, they say that kids don't handle it exactly like adults, but kids do get a disease, kind of like something about their legs or something. It affects their nerves that they can't walk. But it is less harmful for their system than it is adults. But what about your poor grandmama that the kids going home to, or the teachers, or they were saying that for months. Don't send your kids to school. Keep them in the house. They gotta wear masks. They gotta do this. Then all of a sudden, we all know, like I say, it's Illuminati somewhere that's out here controlling everything, because in one flash of an eye, Friday, all over the news, they start announcing, oh, the CDC says that it's more dangerous for your kids to stay home rather than send them to school. So y'all need to send them to school because it doesn't affect kids like it does adults. Do we look like we boo-boo the food? Like they say, we was born at night, but it wasn't last night. But there's some people out there that still, that okay, they still fall for the banana in the tailpipe. But I mean, think about it. You've been saying all these months about kids need to be homeschooled. Now all of a sudden, when we get this big debate about, which if you didn't see the tape that I did about the kids in school, you need to see that one too, because we did a big debate and I brought out some of the problems that people may have by homeschooling. They may not be able to because they have to go outside and work. It's a lot of things. They may not have a computer, they may not have internet. But what I can't believe is that the government, Betsy DeVos, and all these local school districts sat on their behind for about close to 8 months and didn't think of nothing until 2 weeks before school was going to start. That's the sad part right there. That's what you should think about. Who these people are, and vote them out. Vote them out of office, because they definitely ain't doing nothing up there. I don't know what these people getting paid for, but they definitely ain't getting paid to do their job. So since we got this problem, and the time is running out because school is vastly approaching. In the South, it's definitely here. In the North, it's coming. So the CDC, they got pressure because you know who they work for. Okay, so they got pressure. So all of a sudden now, send your child to school. Forget everything we said, send your child to school. Now, mind you, we still spiking. In fact, on the news today, even countries that had lowered the peak, now they seeing a rising. They opened up their country. I mean, is the virus mutating? We don't know. It's so much about this virus that we don't know. So why are we putting everybody back out there? And you got some fools, and yeah, I'm calling the fools, that's out there, don't want to wear a mask. And some people out there, I heard in one county, the parents was demanding that their kids go to school. I don't know why. Some of them may just want these kids out the house because they had the whole summer with them. I mean, kids ain't easy, but you had them. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just glad I don't have any kids in school, so I just put it with that. I don't have no dog in that fight. And while we talking about dogs, did y'all hear in England, there's a mountain, a high mountain, one of the highest mountains. I don't know the name of it, but I'm going to show you a clip. There's a high mountain, and St. Bernard. Now, we know St. Bernard dogs are meant to go up and I think herd sheep and rescue people from high places and stuff. I don't know about this dog. I don't know if he's old or what, but this dog, he went up the mountain and he was tired. He just didn't feel like coming back. So his owner called the police, the rescue squad and all them. And it was about 20 people. It was a big old rescue thing, what you would think they would do for humans. But I'm a dog lover, so I feel like I would do stuff for I have a grand dog. I feel like I would do anything for him, but I mean, cause the dog tired, I think I just would have waited, and sooner or later he would have came down off that mountain. But let me show you. Let me show you right here. It was really funny to me. Okay. Okay. The dog named Daisy. That's Daisy right there, getting lifted to come down a mountain. And you see how many people? Oh wow. My thing skipped on me. Is this a commercial? Okay. Okay, this is them putting Daisy together, planning Daisy's rescue. Now, how much all of this cost? I don't know. But you see, they brought Daisy down because Daisy was just too tired to come down. They brought him through the creeks and everything. They made sure they got him down, and Daisy just riding. Okay, so with that being said, you tell me I can't protest Black Lives Matter, and they just spent all that money getting Daisy from on top of the highest peak, about 20 men, and I can't say Black Lives Matter? That's really sad. But with that said, I'm glad Daisy is down. Okay. My next subject I want to talk about is that over the weekend, Emmett Till, we all know Emmett Till, he turned 79. Now, his birthday was the 25th. But in 1955, we all know Emmett Till was from Chicago. He took a trip down to Mississippi and to visit his cousin, went in the store, and it was a white lady at the cash register named Carolyn Dotham. And she's still living today. Carolyn Dotham. She's an old lady, but she's still living today. She gave a interview to Vanity Fair a couple of years ago, admitted that she lied. What she did was she was the cashier in the store, and she told her husband and her husband's brother, Roy Bryant, and these guys are dead, but Roy Bryant and his brother, that Emmett Till was looking at her and he whistled at her and touched her hand. Why she made up that lie? White people in the South back then, 1955. And really 1955 is not that long ago. So when you think about it, this ain't something that, oh, it's been so long ago, why are we even talking about it? 1955, I mean, I wasn't born, but it's really not that long ago. Anyway, they drug him out, lynched him, beat him up. By the time his mother got him back, he was undescribable. But she insisted on an open casket because she wanted people to see what America had done to her child. Did anybody get arrested? No. Did anybody get arrested after Carolyn Thornton admitted that she lied? No. Well, the guys that actually did it, they was dead, but Carolyn Thornton is an old lady, but they sure put Bill Cosby in jail, and he's an old man, so that's all I gotta say about that. That's terrible, right? Okay, here in Atlanta, we have things called bottle boys. Now, these boys are majority black. In fact, I haven't seen a white one, but they black boys that stand on a corner and they sell water. They sell water for $1. Just trying to make some money, similar to the little kid in the suburban neighborhood that goes and set their lemonade stands up. But the only thing, these kids are black, and I have ran across them, and I don't have any problem with them. They've been nice. I say I don't have any money. They say okay and keep on walking. But apparently, there's a lot of people that they complains in Buckhead. Buckhead is kind of like the Atlanta hoo area. So they don't like the black boys hanging around the corner while they driving. Now, some things I could see because it used to be 1 or 2. Now, sometime at the corners, it's 5 or 6. And what happens is when people stop at a red light, they dotting in between the cars. And true, they could get hit. It's a safety issue. They could get hit. And people have said that they have been getting more aggressive if you don't buy water from them. Now, I don't know if that's particularly true. I never had that. But they did show a picture where the water boys was throwing bottles at cars that was leaving. I don't know if those people said something to them in the car, but still that doesn't give them a reason to throw bottles at them. Okay, well, people are getting on Keisha Lance Bonhams because they think that she's not doing enough to get these bottle boys off the street. Now, we know the policemen is kind of, I ain't gonna say they're not doing their job, but some of them they've been slow with doing things because they trying to prove a point that, okay, if you want to defund the police, then apparently you don't need us. So it is what it is. But personally, I think now Keisha Lance Bottom say that she's trying to find a alternate method for these boys. And I think that's good. I think you do need to get them off the street, but part of defunding the police is not. I've seen these commercials go by saying that, okay, what's going to happen? People breaking in a house and an old lady calling on the phone and they putting her on hold because they didn't defund the police. That's all bull. Defunding the police is not taking away the police force. It's just, first of all, looking at some of the rules that's saying that, you are able to be liable for some of the things you are doing, plus taking some of the money that we are using into the police force and putting it in the community for mental health and to give recreation centers, because back a long time ago they had places for young kids to go, like recreation centers, boxing programs, basketball programs, different things. Now you have to be darn near rich to put your kid in any kind of activity, and they don't have it for like neighborhood kids. And everybody don't have money for sports and everything. So where do they leave kids? Out on the street selling water. And you're not coming to their neighborhood, so they come to your neighborhood. So it's like people do not want to put money back in the community like they used to solve the problem. All they want to do complain, and that way it keeps the poor poor, the rich rich, and basically that's it. So I don't know what's going to become of the water boys, but that's all I got to say about that. Okay, I have another clip I want to show about this black lady. Now, we all talk about Black Lives Matter, and some of these cities have put up big street signs and painted the street about Black Lives Matter, and that's taking money to do that. Okay, well, you have this crazy black lady here that I'm going to show you. Now, I'm not gonna say what she deserved, but you could decide. This is what she decides to do. Okay, play this. Okay, she's tearing everything up. She's against Black Lives Matter. I don't know who she thinks she is. I don't know if she thinks she's white or what, but she decides to deface it. Now look at this. A point I want to make. Look at these policemen when she's tearing up Black Lives Matter. look how slow and how patient they being to stop her. Look, one of them look like they circling around her. One of them is leaving and leaving, acting like they can't catch this girl. I mean, look how they treating her. Like they can't really stop her. Oh Lord, they can't. She. It's like one of them hold me back when you ain't trying to hold her back. Okay, you see that? Okay, now check this out. I'm gonna show you this other one. Oh, I thought I had it. Okay, I'm gonna have to look for this other one where I'll stop showing that and look for this other one where this cop busts this girl right in the mouth and knocks all of her teeth right out. Hold on, and then let me see if I can get that. If you'll see the difference in how one person get okay. That's not what I wanted. How the cops can handle one person that's destroying Black Lives Matter and one person that is there protesting. They sure wasn't being that gentle with her. Okay. Let's see if I can find this film. Okay, I just see the girl with her new teeth. Okay, I'm gonna show that next time. I thought I had it, but if you get a chance to look, just Google the Chicago teen that cop knocked her teeth out because I mean he just knocked her straight in the teeth. And the good thing about it, Dr. Heavenly Fines down here, she flew her to Atlanta and fixed her teeth for her. So that was very good. But I just wanted to show you the difference of handling her compared to they trying to handle this girl with that's destroying Black Lives Matter. And I don't know who this girl is. They need to find her because I mean, like I say, I just don't know, but they need to put her name out and find her. Rather you jumping on Nick Cannon, that's who you need to jump on. But anyway, that's it for today as far as my current events. So, black businesses. I try to support black businesses. I got this. I ordered. It's a company called Colored Rain. Right here, you can see it. Ordered some products from them, and I'm gonna tell you something. I really like the products, but I had some more stuff around here. Lipstick, really like it. You see that? It's like a glitter. Goes on real nice. Colored Rain. Really good products, but be careful. They had this book for $42 called 96, well, it holds 96 shades, Book of Eyeshadows. I thought it was nice to put all your eyeshadows in, eyeshadows all in one place. But this is what you get for not really reading. And I kind of thought it was a little misleading too, because if you say all your eyeshadows in one place, I'm thinking This is what I came. I'm thinking eyeshadows is somewhere in between these things that you just pull out and put in here, and you got a whole big thing of eyeshadows. Nope. For $42, what I get an empty book. Now I was disappointed for that. $42. I don't know who would buy it. I guess I did, but I wouldn't buy it. You know, I was really mad when I opened it up. But then when I went back on the website before I thought to complain about it, I seen okay, well, it really doesn't say that it's eyeshadows in it, but I think it should have been said in big writing that look, these are not eyeshadows. Because who in the world gonna buy separate eyeshadows and fill up this book? I'm not, especially when you pay $42 for this. So the products is good, but don't buy this. Okay. Anyway, I'll see you on Friday. Don't know what I'll be talking about. I had been saying I was gonna start back with my money, but stocks is right now, it ain't even worth talking about. And what I do want to tell you about money, and I can just say this real quick. If last time I told you, if use your credit cards for everything because you can get points and stuff, but if you can't control yourself and you do use cash only, that's fine. Okay, but now I take that back. You better use your credit card because now, since the pandemic and people haven't been paying their credit cards, the credit card companies are actually canceling your credit card and not and lowering your balance without telling you. So you get to the register, or you've been using cash all this time, and you go take your credit card and you don't have any credit card because they didn't if you haven't used it, they didn't cut it up for you. If you don't use it enough, they didn't lower your balance. You may have $100 on it. So, if you do want to keep a credit card, because one of the things that, like I say, my plan B, you don't know what predicament you're going to be in. I use mostly one credit card because I put everything on that one credit card. But it's good to keep about at least two active credit cards, because if you ever go broke, like you lose your job, don't have nothing, well, at least you could get money off that credit card before they realize you lost your job. So I think they know that. So that's why now they're not even telling people. They just taking your credit card from you. If you haven't used it, it's just discontinued. You don't find out till you get to that cash register. And if you had a balance of $15,000, you may have a balance of $1,000 now, or maybe less than that. So use your credit card to keep it active. And with that, I'll see you on Friday. Have a good day. If you like this program, please click subscribe on YouTube. Please go to YouTube. I'm trying to get my analytics up. I'm trying to get support. So please check subscribe. And once you check subscribe, click that notification bell and it'll always tell you when I'm on. If you got a topic that you want to talk about, come on, let's chat and we'll talk. See you Friday.